Hello everyone. So our today's topic is benign tumors. So these are the kind of tumors which we would have noticed a lot of times around us without even realizing that this is a kind of tumor. So let us first know about the two types of tumors which are benign and malignant. So benign tumors are not cancerous but malignant tumors are the cancerous ones. So let us look about the main differences between benign and malignant tumors. So benign tumors are the slow growing tumors unlike malignant tumors which are fast growing. And benign tumors are generally capsulated whereas malignant tumors are not capsulated. Benign tumors are not invasive, whereas malignant tumors are invasive and infiltrate. Benign tumors do not metastasize, whereas malignant tumors do metastasize. Benign tumors are well differentiated, unlike malignant tumors, which are poorly differentiated. So this is a pictorial representation about what I just told you, where benign tumors, the cells are not cancerous and hence they do not spread and they are just located at a single particular point. Whereas malignant tumors, which are cancerous, they spread to other tissues and organs as well. That is why it is more cancerous and it is more dangerous than benign tumors. So there are generally four types of benign tumors in blood vessels, which are hemangioma, lymphangioma, glomus tumors, and angiofibroma nose. So let us first talk about hemangioma. These are quite common lesions which are generally present in infancy and childhood itself. And the most common site of which are skin of the face and the mucosal surface. And the three most important types of it are capillary hemangioma, cavernous hemangioma, and granuloma pyogenicum. So this is a picture of a person who has hemangioma which is present in the skin of the face where it's more common. So let us first talk about capillary hemangioma. These are the most common types of hemangioma and clinically they are small or large, flat or slightly elevated, red to purple in color, soft and lobulated lesions. They are present at birth or appear in childhood. Examples of which are strawberry birthmarks and port wine mark. Common sites of which are skin, subcutaneous tissue, mucous membrane of oral cavity and the lips. Many of it regresses within few weeks. So this is an example of a child having capillary hemangioma and it's present near the eye on the skin of the face. So now let us talk about cavernous hemangioma. These are single or multiple, discrete or are diffuse, and red or blue in color and are generally soft and spongy masses and are around 1 to 2 centimeter of diameter in size. And the most common site of which are again skin of the face and neck. And there are also other possible sites like the mucosa of the oral cavity, stomach, small intestine, and internal visceral organs like the liver and spleen. They rarely involute spontaneously. So, this is an example of it. Now, let us talk about granuloma pyogenicum. They are also known as hemangioma of granulation tissue type. They are exophytic red granulation tissues like a small nodule, commonly present in the skin and mucosa of the gingiva or oral cavity. Pregnancy tumor or granuloma gravidarum is a variant occurring on gingiva in pregnancy and it generally regresses after delivery. It often develops after trauma and is around 1 to 2 centimeters in diameter. So this is an example of it where you can see it is a small red lobule like nodule present on the skin and it generally is occurring due to trauma. So lymphangioma. This is the second type of benign tumors of blood vessels. So lymphatic counterparts of vascular angiomas are present and these are congenital lesions. That means it's present in childhood mostly and classified into three: capillary, cavernous, cystic hygroma. And there can also be seen combinations of all the three. So this is an example of it. Now, capillary lymphangioma. It is also known as lymphangioma simplex, as they are very small, circumcised, and slightly elevated lesions and are 1 to 2 centimeters. Their common locations are skin of the head and neck, axilla, mucous membrane, and are rarely found in the internal organs. Cavernous lymphangioma. They are more common than capillary type, and the common site of which is region of the head and neck and the axilla. They are large cystic variety called cystic hygroma, which occurs in the neck, producing gross deformity in the neck. Cavernous lymphangioma. Now, cystic hygroma, they are also known as glomangioma, and they are uncommon true benign tumors rising from the contractile glomus cells present in the arteriovenous shunts. They are also known as Sackett-Hoyer anastomosis. Commonly, they are present in the dermis of the fingers or toes under a nail. Other sites of which are mucosa of stomach and nasal cavity, and they cause extreme pain in the lesions. They are generally single or multiple, small, slightly or flat, elevated, red or blue in color, and painful nodules. Nasopharyngeal angiofibroma. They are a very peculiar kind of tumor, and it occurs exclusively in adolescent males due to role of testosterone hormone. Though a benign tumor of the nasopharynx, it may grow into the paranasal sinuses, cheek and orbit, but it does not metastasize. So as you can see, this is an example. It occurs in the face, generally near the lips or the forehead, etc., on the skin. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful.